Okay, transport, what is journey?
Perjalanan.
Yeah, journey is perjalanan. What's wrong with this thing? Okay, journey is perjalanan. Okay, so when we talk about journey, one thing that we will talk about is about transport. Transport is kenderaan. What is another word for transport? It starts with V. Very good. Vehicle. Thank you, Alicia Afrin. Vehicle. Okay. So these are some of the examples. We're going to listen to the different forms of transport, and then after this, you tell me which do you use the most. Okay.
Unit 7. Vocabulary and Speaking. Transport. Exercise 1.
Bicycle, motorbike, plane, ship, horse and carriage, coach, tram, lorry, yacht, caravan, the underground, helicopter, ferry, hot air balloon.
Okay. So which one of these transport that you use the most? Anyone? Hello?
Motorbike.
Motorbike. Okay. There's no car here, right? I use car the most. What about bicycle? Anyone going around in bicycle? Or if you use train, okay, we look here. Plane is aeroplane. Ship, horse and carriage is kereta, kuda. What is this? Coach. Anybody has any idea what is this? Okay, what is the meaning of coach that you know? Anyone?
Jurulatih.
Okay, coach is jurulatih. Okay, so we also have the word coach in transport. It is a kind of bus, but it's not like the transit bus that we have. It's like the express bus for long distance journey. Okay, bus yang untuk perjalanan jauh sikit. Like if you are going from Perak to Johor, you can take a coach here. Okay, bus yang besar yang untuk perjalanan jauh. It's not like the rapid KL transit bus yang berhenti-berhenti tu Understand? Okay? Tram. What is tram? Anybody knows what is tram? No one knows? Tram is another word for it's not another word. Tram is, look at this picture. This is tram. It's like a train, but it moves on the normal roads like motorbikes and cars. Okay, kalau the railway, it's not like the normal trains ada batu-batu tu. Okay, so tram, we don't have tram in Malaysia, but in Europe they use tram a lot. Okay, dia punya kereta api ni kecil je dalam satu gerabak like this. And then it moves on the road dekat jalan raya biasa sekali dengan kereta and motor semua. Okay, so we call it tram. Okay, next lorry, yacht. What is a yacht? Class, you can write down the answer. Very good, kapal layar. You can write down the answer in the chat room. Yang lain jangan senyap je. I have two screens here. I can read your answers in the chat room. Like Alicia Afrin already write her answer about vehicle just now. Okay, kapal layar, caravan. I hope you all know what is caravan. Caravan is people who live in the van. So in the van, it is complete with bed, toilet, and small kitchen. Okay, the underground. The underground is the name for underground train. Okay, underground train. They call it the underground in London. Okay, the underground train, they call it underground. But in US, they call it subway. Subway yang kamu selalu makan tu, dan sandwich tu, itu dekat US dia panggil subway. Okay, dekat UK dia panggil underground. But when we say underground, kamu tahulah dia kereta api bawah tanah, the name of train. Like in Malaysia, we call it LRT, KTM kan. So people in the UK, they call it underground. Okay, next helicopter, ferry and hot air balloon here. Okay, 7 cool ways to get around. You're going to listen and complete the sentences with words from exercise 1. You're going to listen to this thing here and then you find the answers from here. Okay? Ready? Are you ready? Class, hello.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for responding.
Unit 7. Vocabulary and Speaking. Transport. Exercise 2.
7 cool ways to get around.
The Amish people don't use cars. They prefer to travel the way by horse and carriage.
Lisbon is famous for its green form of public transport, the tram.
The best way to see the Greek islands is by yacht.
You get a great view of the Sahara Desert in a hot air balloon.
These Irish travellers live in a caravan and take it with them wherever they go.
In London, the quickest way to get around is on the Underground, which is also called the Tube.
Chinese people like travelling by bicycle because it's cheap and healthy.
Did you get all the answers? Class, did you get all the answers? Okay, yes, very good. Okay, the first one, the Amish people. Okay, I'll let you know who are the Amish. After this, we will learn about the Amish people. The Amish people don't use cars. They tak gunakan kereta. They prefer to travel the old-fashioned way by
Horse and carriage.
Very good. Very good. Horse and carriage. Kereta, kuda here. Okay, Lisbon. Where is Lisbon? Lisbon is in Portugal. It's famous for its green form of public transport. Okay, class, when we talk about green form, what does it mean? Kenapa dia cakap public transport tu hijau, green form? Is it green in colour? Selalu kalau green kita kaitkan dengan apa? Eco green, for example. Anything related to green, kalau dia letak green dekat nama jenama dia, maksudnya apa? Bio green, eco green. Very good, Alicia Arfin. It means it is good for environment, mesra alam sekitar. Okay, so anything with the word green, dia mesra alam. So when we talk about the public transport is famous for its green form, it means that kenderaan tu dia tak mencemarkan alam sekitar. Okay, so what is the transport here? What's the answer, number 2?
Tram.
Very good, the tram. The best way to see the Greek islands, okay, dekat laut ni, nak tengok island, pulau is by? Number 3? Yang lain jangan senyap je. What is the answer for number 3? Yacht. Okay, good. Siti Umaira, thank you for writing the answers in the chat room. Okay, you get a great view of the Sahara Desert in a What is this picture?
Hot air balloon.
Very good. Hot air balloon. Okay, Sahara Desert not desert. Desert tu makanan. This is desert, padang pasir. Okay, this Irish ni orang apa? Kalau Britain, British. Orang dia British, duduk kat Britain. So Irish orang mana?
Ireland.
Ireland. Okay. So they live in a caravan. Okay, thank you Vishot. And take it with them wherever they go. Okay. In London, okay, dia orang tak ada rumah So that's why it said kenderaan dia ni, they take it wherever they go. In London, the quickest way to get around is on underground, which is also called the tube. Okay, sometimes they call it tube, nama lain dia. Kenapa panggil tube? Sebab dia punya laluan tu macam tube lah, laluan train tu. So when we have something underground, kita masukkan tube. Okay, kalau kita punya LRT yang dekat atas jambatan tu, kita tak boleh nak panggil tube lah, because it's not in the tube form. Tu dekat tengah-tengah udara kat situ kan. Okay, Chinese people like travelling by bicycle because it's cheap and healthy. Okay, so I give you 2 minutes. Can you answer this question here? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Tulis dulu kat mana-mana jawapan dia. After this we discuss, okay? 2 minutes. Do number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Bukan tulis kat buku cari jawapan je dulu. Okay, do number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For those who just joined in, we are on page 74. Fill in your attendance, tolong isi kehadiran and find the answers for 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before we discuss. Okay, have you got the answers?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let me, where is it? Okay, let's see. Okay, number 1, which form of forms? Okay, so the answer, okay, which form of transport yang mana satu carries large, carry here membawa large heavy things from one place to another. Kenderaan apa yang dia bawa barang berat?
Lori.
From one place to another. Okay, very good. Lorry. Number 2, transport people by air in an emergency.
Helikopter.
Yes, helicopter. For example, if you live in a rural area in Sabah or Sarawak, and suddenly there's an emergency. Okay, so the helicopter can carry you by air to go to the hospital as soon as possible. Okay, what is a fast, noisy vehicle for 1 or 2 people?
Motorcycle. Motorbike.
Motorbike, Motorbike. Okay, carries people and cars on short journeys across the sea.
Ferry.
Ferry, very good. And last one, takes large groups of passengers on long journeys by road.
Coach.
Okay, very good, coach. Okay, bus express, long journey, perjalanan jauh. Okay, this is how you talk about your preference. I love traveling by ship dengan my mom goes to work by bus. So if you want to talk about transport, we use by. You cannot use on, in and what unless you are talking about you are in a car. Tu je. I'm on the road. Yes. But we are kalau menggunakan you use by. So this one, number 4, you have to answer this in your book letter. Okay? So for your first work, okay, the title here is vocabulary and speaking transport. And then you do number 1 here, number 2. Sorry. You copy this in your book, all the words here, and then you do number 2 here. Number 2 ni tak payah lukis gambar lah, salin jayat dia. Number 3 and number 4. Number 4 is your homework. You write down your own answers, okay? So we are going to the next page. Before we go to the next page, do you have any question here on page 74?
No.
Okay, are you clear which one to do, eh? All right. So we are going to the next one. Okay, before we read about this, I want to introduce you who are the Amish. The Amish, they are living in the USA. Okay, so they live in the USA, but they are not like the normal people like us. We use car, bicycle, we use washing machine, we have a modern kitchen and all, but they don't. Okay, they don't use washing machine, they don't use car, they don't live in a modern life like us, even though we are in 2021 right now. Okay, you can see this. Okay, I just Google the Amish here. Okay, basically they are still with horse and carriage here. Okay, we are talking about the USA, negara yang paling maju kat dunia ni, but they still have these people there. Okay, baju dia pun baju lama, pakai topi, and they live in the farm. Okay, when they work, for example here, when they build a house, they don't use machineries. Okay, so they buat sendiri. These are their outfit, the Amish family outfit. Okay, these people, ni budak-budak ni, they don't go out to the outside world. Okay, if you look at adalah rancangan TV yang orang TV masuk kampung ni, tengok dia punya gaya hidup dia lah. And then ada juga satu rancangan TV tu, Amish teenagers, anak-anak dia ni bila dia dah besar sikit, dah jadi teenagers, dia bawa pergi dekat US, kat New York. Kat situ nampaklah dia jakun tengok orang pakai machine, washing machine and all. Okay, so they live very traditionally without too much use of technology. Okay. Okay, these are the Amish. Right, wait, let me screen short. Where are we now? Wait, Okay, we are still not there. Wait, Okay, for those who just joined, ada yang baru masuk ni. We are on page 75, reading. Okay. Tolong isi kehadiran siapa yang baru masuk. Okay, these are the pictures of the Amish people. Who do you think the people in the picture are? Read and listen to check your ideas. Journey into the modern world. Journey into the modern world. Maksudnya, ni cerita budak tu tadi teacher katakan dia ada pergi dekat dunia moden kan. Okay. Channel 4 follows a group of Amish teenagers. Ni sekumpulan remaja. As they leave their homes, dia meninggalkan rumah dia in the USA for the first time to travel to Britain. Okay, this time dia pergi Britain. Dia pergi UK. Tak pergi US lah. Dia duduk kat US. Okay, who are the Amish? A group of people. The Amish are a group of people in the USA who live very simply. Okay, hidup dia sangat simple, tak macam kita terkejar-kejar dunia. Often on farms, kat ladang. far away from big cities, okay, the very rural area dekat kawasan pedalaman. They prefer the old-fashioned way of life, okay. They prefer maksudnya dia lebih suka, okay, old-fashioned way of life, and avoid dia mengelak using a lot of modern gadgets. Dia tak guna handphone, dia tak guna TV, okay. They don't have cars and usually travel around by horse and carriage. Amish teenagers spend most of their time with their families. So like us, like you spend most of your time in front of computer, mobile phones and TV. But these teenagers, because they don't use all that kind of gadgets, so dia ada banyak masa lah to spend their time with their families. Girls do a lot of household chores like cooking and cleaning, while the boys help their fathers with jobs outside. So you can see here their lifestyle is still old-fashioned, right? Kita kan dah maju, not only girls do household chores and cooking and cleaning, boys also do that here, right? Okay, so sekarang kita banyak apa yang girls buat, boys pun buat. Apa yang boys buat, girls also boleh buat. But not for them. They are still very traditional. Girls mesti kena duduk dapur, boys kena buat rumah contohnya. Okay, so they are very traditional, not like us. Okay, so meet Andrew Miller. Andrew is 18. He has never used a computer, had a TV in his home or own a mobile phone. So dia tak pernah guna komputer, tak pernah ada TV, tak pernah ada mobile phone. He doesn't wear fashionable clothes or listen to rock music. He prefer, word prefer means dia lebih suka. He prefers hunting, okay, hunting, memburu, with his bow and arrow, and ice fishing. Ice fishing is like, diorang kan dekat negara sejuk kan, so dia tangkap ikan tu kat tempat sejuk lah yang ada ice. Andrew has lived in the state of Mississippi all his life and hasn't been to a big city before. He's never been to school either. Nampak? Dia tak pernah, okay, kanak-kanak Amish, dia orang tak pergi sekolah macam kita and dia orang tak pernah pergi dekat bandar besar. His father taught him at home with his 12 brothers and sisters. Okay, so they are homeschool. Dia belajar dekat rumah, adik-beradik dia 12. Along with 4 other Amish teenagers, Andrew is about to go on a journey to Britain which will change his life forever. Andrew is curious to find out. Curious means dia berminat nak tahulah. To find out what life is, what life in Britain is really like. Okay, so dia tak pernah pergi dunia luar, jadi dia excited nak pergi Britain. Okay, I've read about the history of England in books, but I've heard terrible things about the English. He says, okay, kalau kamu tak pernah pergi tempat tu, tak pernah jumpa orang tu, kamu boleh dengar macam-macam cerita buruk kan? When he goes back home, he will decide whether or not he wants to continue living in the Amish society. So kat sini dia bagi pilihan pada Andrew. Dia pergi Britain, dia tengok gaya hidup orang Britain, orang British tu, and then dia akan decide. Dia akan buat keputusan sama ada dia nak hidup dekat modern society ataupun dia nak balik semula kampung dia selama-lamanya. Okay. So the trip, first Andrew is going to stay in London. He'll stay with the family of a British teenager who is interested in fashion and rap music and likes playing video games. During the rest of his stay in Britain, Andrew will have the chance to visit a sports club, go to a music festival and try some traditional British sports. Ini benda-benda yang dia akan buat. Okay, this is a TV channel. You see how Andrew gets on. Okay, now it's your turn to answer this. Copy and complete the notes about Andrew. Find the answers. I'll give you 2 minutes. Name, Andrew Miller. Age, comes from, family, hobbies, reason for visiting British. Do it now. 2 minutes. Do number 2. Here. 29. Okay, siapa yang baru masuk ni tak isi kehadiran lagi ni? Another 4 of you. Oh no, sorry, 3 of you. Okay, finish? Did you get the answers for number 2? Dah belum? Okay dah? Dah belum? Hello? Am I talking to myself? Class? Hello class? Are you still here? Are you still here? Okay, number 1. What is it? How old is Andrew? Berapa umur dia?
18 years old.
Yes, kat sini dia ada cakap kan. Andrew is 18. So the answer is 18. He comes from mana tempat dia duduk? Nama tempat dia tinggal? Apa yang nama tempat kat sini selain London? Nampak tak nama tempat? Andrew has lived in the
State of Mississippi.
very good. He is from Mississippi. Mississippi. Okay. Who are his family? Dia duduk dengan siapa? Kat dalam ni dia cakap dia duduk dengan siapa? Anyone? Did you find where he live with or not? Tak ada orang nak respon ke? Are you all just looking? I hope you all depan laptop ni tak termenung tau. I hope you are jotting down notes and answers. Yes, very good. Thank you Alicia. Saya orang yang sama je dalam chat room ni. Nama-nama orang yang sama aja. Mana tak yang lain ni? Nanti nama-nama orang yang sama ni teacher bagi markah tinggi-tinggi for PBD. Okay. Father, very good. Father and 12 brothers and sisters. Okay, what is his hobbies? What are his hobbies? Sorry. Dia suka buat apa? It's here. It's here. The answer is here.
Hunting with his bow and
Very
arrow.
good. Sejuk hati teacher dengan suara. Hunting with his bow and arrow and ice fishing. Reason for visiting Britain. Reason for visiting Britain.
To find out what life in Britain is really like.
To find out what life in Britain is really like. Very good. Okay. You're almost there. Okay, look at the word check here. Old fashioned. Okay, maksudnya the traditional. Gadget. Gadget is alat elektrik yang kecil-kecil tau. Bukan yang besar-besar sangat lah. Household chore. Kerja-kerja rumah. Hunting. Memburu bow and arrow. Anak panah dengan ni Curious. Ingin tahu. Get on. Meneruskan. Okay. Next one. Read the text again. Are the sentences true or false? Correct the false sentences. Nanti kena betulkan ayat ni Okay, number 1. Amish children help their parents at home. True or false? Dia tolong mak ayah dekat rumah. They do household chores. Senang ni. Number 1. Cepat. Adakah dia tolong mak ayah dia di rumah? True. It says here, girls buat cooking and cleaning. Boys, they help their fathers with jobs outside. So true. Okay, number 2. Amish people don't use any transport. Dia tak menggunakan apa-apa kenderaan. Betul ke?
True.
False or true or false? Maksud dia tak guna kenderaan langsung ke?
False.
Dia tak pakai kereta macam kereta. Tapi they still use transport. Dia masih ada kenderaan. What is the transport?
Horse and carriage.
Yes. So the answer is false. The correct one, kamu kena ambil ayat dia. They travel around by horse and carriage. And also you can add another answer here. Lots of Amish teenagers use rollerblades to get around. So rollerblades here is, for us, rollerblades are a form of sports kan, but for them, this is their transport. So you can have two answers. First, they usually travel around by horse and carriage, and lots of Amish teenagers use rollerblades to get around. Okay, number 2 untuk number 2. Okay, number 3. Andrew likes watching TV.
False.
False lah. Sebab the correct one, he has never had a TV in his home. Ini jawapan kamu He has never, jangan ambil sebelah ni. He has never had, mempunyai a TV in his home. So false lah, tak pernah ada TV, macam nak suka. Okay, Andrew has been to Britain before.
False.
False lah, dia tak pernah pergi. Andrew, jawapan yang betul you just right. Andrew has never been to Britain before. And last one, Andrew is going to stay with a British family. This one is true. Kat sini dia dah cakap dah. He will stay with the family of a British teenagers. So number 5 is true. Okay, so number 4 is your homework. Based on the text, jawapan semua dekat teks I want you to write 5 differences of Andrew from most teenagers. From most teenagers is from you lah. Apa yang membezakan Andrew dengan kamu? Okay, so here I have an example here. He doesn't listen to rock music. Dia tak dengar lagu rock. Okay, so you write another 5. Boleh? Boleh Okay, that one is your homework. Okay. Any question? No.
No.
We go through again. For page 74, ni dua-dua tajuk dia lain-lain Page 74, kamu buat tajuk dia transport, vocabulary and speaking. Copy here, all the transport here ni salin. Ni number 1, number 2. You salin ayat ni dengan jawapan. Tadi dah bincang. Number 3 pun sama. We have discussed the answers. And number 4, you write your own answers. Sebab soalan ni ditanya pasal kamu. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Go on holiday semua ni lah. So page 74, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, next page. Ambil tajuk ni. Journey into the modern world. Okay, ni title dia Title of the text here. Atas tajuk lain, ni tajuk lain. Journey into the modern world. Okay, so you do number 2, 3 and 4. That's all. You have another 15 minit, lagi 15 minit ni tolong buat terus. Kalau ada soalan tak faham, especially this part, number 4 here, you can just ask me. Send me a message. Alright, any question? No. Okay, no question. Very good. Wait